Hello everybody, welcome back to the Nibiru channel. It is March 13th, 2017. And over the past couple of weeks, as I've been discussing and mentioning, we were going to be heading into a very critical planetary alignment that's going to begin in a couple of days, specifically March 16th, 2017. And the reason why I am mentioning this is because this type of planetary alignment can cause very serious earthquakes and major earth disturbances. Now, over the last 3 months, I've been mentioning this and discussing this, and ladies and gentlemen, the time is now. We are going to be heading into this planetary alignment phase. And I'm going to show you on the solar scope what is going to occur. But first, I was discussing this a few days ago with my good friend Chris Potter, and he works very closely with a theoretical physicist, and she helps him out tremendously in understanding what possibly may be happening in our solar system with the presence of a brown dwarf star, going back to the Nemesis solar system theory, Nibiru, Planet X, and all of the effects that it would have on our planet. So as I was mentioning this information to Chris, I said, please, can you do me a favor, and can you ask the physicist to give us some research and her thoughts on these planetary alignments? Well, within 24 hours, she came up with a white paper, and Chris puts this information out in video format. And all of this information that's been coming from this physicist has been very vital in a lot of our research and our investigations. Now, I'm going to play you a short beginning of his video that he put out yesterday. I'm also going to leave you a link to the entire presentation. I think you need to listen to it, especially if you live in any area that is prone to earthquakes, because this situation with this planetary alignment is going to last for approximately 45 days. This is just not something that occurs today and is gone tomorrow. So we have a lot of information that's going to be coming out in the hours and the days and the weeks to come. So like I've said before, set your notifications for this channel. Make sure you are subscribed. If you do not catch a notification from my channel within 24 hours, just go to YouTube, pull up my channel, check your notifications, because as of lately, once again, something is occurring within the YouTube community, and people are being deleted from subscriptions and notifications are being canceled out. So you have to be very careful. So make sure you come back to my channel at least once or twice a day. Just take a look, see if there's a new upload. So let's get into the information that Chris is going to present from the physicist based on these planetary alignments and earthquakes. So let's take a listen.
This question has been researched for a while, and so far no clear correlation has been confirmed. There have been instances when large earthquakes have happened during planetary alignments, shown in figure 1 below. The 6.2 magnitude earthquake, which occurred on April 24th, 1984, happened during a planetary alignment. The alignment is shown in figure 1. The Sun, Mercury, Mars, and Saturn were aligned with the Earth at this time. Figure 1, solar system scope view of planetary alignment at the time of April 24th, 1984, magnitude 6.2 earthquake in California. Another earthquake that happened during such an alignment was the Sumatra earthquake of March 28, 2005. That earthquake was of magnitude 8.7. The planetary alignment at that time is shown in Figure 2 below. Figure 2, solar system scope view of planetary alignment at the time of March 28, 2005. Magnitude 8.7 earthquake in Sumatra.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to stop the video there. I am going to leave a link for Chris's presentation on this white paper in the description box underneath my video. So when you're finished watching this video, click on that link and you can watch the entire video. It's very, very important. The earthquake that Chris is referring to on March 28th of 2005 killed almost 250,000 people. It was probably one of the most devastating earthquakes and losses of life in modern man history. So once again, the reason why I'm bringing you this information is so you can stay on guard, you can pay attention to what's happening. Because this situation, again, is not going to be something that's just going to happen overnight. It's something that's going to last for approximately 45 days. And we're going to be in a very critical state. And listen, no matter what anybody tells you, there is scientific information backing all of this up with major earthquake incidents that have been recorded in time. So let's take a look real quick at what I'm talking about. I'm going to bring up this solar system scope. Right down here in the bottom, it might be hard to see, but I have the date set for March 16th, 2017. And you can see that Earth, Jupiter, the Earth, and Venus, along with the Sun, are going to begin a planetary alignment. Now, I'm going to move the Earth just a little bit. And I've moved the Earth up to April 4th. So within that 2-week period, we should probably start to feel these earthquakes around the world. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but based on scientific fact and based on historical events that weren't that long ago, the possibilities of major catastrophic earthquakes that could possibly lead to major tsunamis again may possibly occur. So what I'm telling you is between this time period, watch out. Keep your guard up. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you how this alignment is going to begin. And as we move the Earth a little bit further, we're already into April 21st. Now, just looking at this alignment, Jupiter, Earth, Venus, and now even Mercury is coming into play. So we're going to spin this around a little bit. Now, we do have some very credible information that this is the area where my cursor is circling here. This is the area where this brown dwarf is located. Between Saturn and Jupiter, inside of the orbit of Jupiter, meaning it's about right here. But I'm going to spin this up. It is below the ecliptic, down in here in the constellation of Libra. This may possibly put this brown dwarf at maybe 700 million miles from the sun. Not the Earth, from the sun. Now, you would say to yourself, okay, Well, that seems like a very large distance. Well, yes, it is a very long and large distance. However, the energy and the magnetic pull of a brown dwarf star is pretty strong, very strong. And as you can see, as we move through this critical planetary alignment beginning in 2 days on March 16th, by April 21st, you're going to see this alignment is just about perfect. But in the same instance, the possibilities of us being almost on top of or very close to that brown dwarf. Very, very critical situation. Now, as we continue to move through the orbit around the sun, I just moved us to approximately May 8th of 2017. And you can see that we still are maintaining this planetary alignment with Jupiter, the Earth, and Venus. And once again, Venus is going to be very, very close to us. It will actually be close to us before this period, on or about right here. But as we spin back around, we're going to see in the constellation of Libra, once again, this brown dwarf is below the ecliptic in the constellation of Libra. So you can see the Earth here. You can see the constellation of Libra. I'm going to spin this down a little bit. And you can see how close we are going to be during this time period. This time period is, again, it's not going to be an overnight event. We're going to move a little bit further to about May 26th. Once again, let's spin the solar system up. And as you can see, we're going to be very, very close. Very close. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a very, very critical time. I have mentioned this time and time again, that getting into the early spring and the middle of the spring in 2017 were going to be very critical times. And making it through this event unscathed, well, let's hope and pray. Then in the event that we move past this brown dwarf and we continue in our track around the Earth, going all the way around to September 23rd, 2017. At this point in time, we are now moving into a biblical prophecy according to Revelations 12. Now, a very nice lady who is a subscriber to my channel, she is an astrologist, and she sent me today a white paper that talks about this Revelation 12, September 23rd, 2017 prophecy. And I've heard about this before. I've read about it before. But I think it's time now that we all start paying very close attention to the months that are coming up. So everything that we've investigated from last year to this point is now becoming very, very critical. Now, I'm going to leave a link to that white paper that was emailed in to me. And here it is. It's labeled Nibiru Planet X, What the September 23rd, 2017 Revelation 12 sign tells us. Now, I'll let you click on that link. You can go directly to the Google Drive. You can download this. You can read it. And it goes into some very specific detail. There are some star charts here that will explain all of this information to you. I don't want to bore you with it now. But the other day, whenever I was talking about Google Sky and why this blacked out area was there, well, she explained it to me. And looking at another view from a telescope, this is what they're calling the red dragon. I guess either in biblical prophecy or astrology. But that is what is behind that black rectangular box. Why they blacked it out, I don't know. But it goes into telling you some very specific information pertaining to this date of September 23rd, 2017, the constellation Virgo, the planet Jupiter, and several other planets. Very interesting information. It definitely has raised an eye. She also ends this paper with this. It is talking about, it says, well, by the way, the dates of September 20th, 2017 and the date September 23rd, 2017 are both encoded on the dollar bill. You can read about this information in an article or paper called The Dollar Code. There's the link. You'll be able to click on it. And I did review the information. It's a little hard to understand because, you know, a lot of these things were encoded in our currency. We know that. This goes all the way back to the Freemasons, and I hate to use the word, but the Illuminati. And speaking of them, just last night, I received a ton of information based on what is going on in the Antarctic, the South Pole. And for a period of over 4 hours, I reviewed all of this information. I listened very, very carefully. It is coming from one of the most credible sources on the face of this planet. It is very startling. In some aspects, very scary. But it's something that all of us have been waiting for. So there's a very high possibility that even though the Earth may go through some very serious changes, mankind may go through some big changes. Hopefully, after all is said and done, we can begin the ascension into a new and better life. A life of friendship, love, and happiness. No more hatred, no more wars. So it's very interesting. I'm going to be putting this information together today because, believe me, I am still thinking very deeply about the information that I absorbed last night over that 4-hour period. We have no more time for games. We're moving into some very, very serious times. And like I said, I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ. And I'm just hoping and I'm praying that He's there for us. That's all we can do. We can't stop any of this from happening, but we can have faith and hope we get through it. Now, I've decided a long time ago that I don't fear death because I know exactly where I am going to move on to. But some of the things that are going to occur are things that I actually have thought about for many, many years, and I would actually like to be a living human being on the face of this earth when this disclosure comes full circle. This is Scott from the Nibiru channel. Thank you for watching.